हे गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू द व्लॉग। तो आज हम लोग हैं यहाँ पे दीपक सर और स्वप्ना मैम के साथ। तो आज हम लोग इनसे जानेंगे इन्होंने अपनी ओवरलैंडिंग बिल्ड इस आइसुजू पे कैसे सेटअप करी है, उसमें क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आए थे और इन्होंने आइसुजू को ही क्यों चुना इस चीज़ के लिए।
So, my name is Deepak, and this is my 2017 Isuzu V-Cross D-Max 4x4, and this rig I have converted it into a overlanding vehicle. So I'll talk about what all I have fixed on my vehicle. So I have got a rooftop tent from Ironman, which is a 2% tent, and it can accommodate up to 3 people, but that will be a bit more cozy. And then I have an awning, which is from again from Ironman. So you can pull this awning out and create a place to sit.
So,
and yep.
Did you get it imported or like?
Yeah, so there's a dealer of Ironman in Bangalore. So I got it from him. His name is Zach. So talking more about the Ironman tent, it's a hardtop tent, and it can be set up in less than 5 minutes, and it's very easy to open up and close it down. So the total time taken for it to be set up is probably about 3 minutes, and to take down again 3 to 4 minutes. So that's the advantage of a hardtop rooftop tent. It's known as a RTT, rooftop tent. And there are two types of rooftop tent. One is a soft shell, and the other one is the hard shell. So hard shell, as I mentioned, it is very easy to deploy and close. And as I said, it takes less than 5 minutes to do the whole activity. And inside I have the communication system. So I have walkie-talkies here from Beifong, and I have another Beifong which you can,
Which we just connected.
we just connected with the brute force. So you are able to communicate with other brand walkie-talkies also, which helps while overlanding. So that's what we have inside the vehicle. So let me take you through what I have on the truck bed, what all camping gears I carry. So I'll talk about it. Come over. So guys, this is my truck bed, and I'll talk about what all gears are currently placed here. So I've got a 15-liter freezer here for carrying all my non-veg and veg stuff for cooking. Then I have a tire table here and a normal table, and then you have the complete kitchen gears here. And coming here, I also have a generator, which is a Honda generator, which is 1000 watt, to in case you want to power up the place where you are camping or charge your devices. So it works on petrol, runs for about 6 hours. So it's easy for you to charge your devices or even put the freezer on power. So the best part is that you just need petrol in this. You don't need to recharge any battery and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I've got the generator to power up the place. And then I have a chemical toilet. So I have bathroom tents, which is pop-up tents, which you can use for setting up your toilet. It's a chemical toilet. It comes with a 12 liter water capacity on top, and then the bottom section has where the waste is collected. It's about 20 liters. So it's a chemical toilet, as I mentioned. So you can use it probably 6 times, and then you need to dispose it, detaching the bottom, and you can dispose it in any of the toilets, or dig the ground and put the waste there.
So these things help when you camp for long.
Yeah, if you are on a longer trip, if you are on a 10-day trip camping around multiple places, then you need to have most of the gears which makes you self-sufficient in a place where you don't have anything. For example, we carry about 22 liters of water, and then the next important thing is that you need to have your food. So I have a freezer which can take care of the food, perishable food, and then the generator which takes care of the power part of it. And then I have a ground tent as well, just in case I am not able to park my car and use my rooftop tent. I have a ground tent which is 4% tent. I use that in case I'm not able to deploy the rooftop tent. So the idea behind it is you should be able to camp anywhere. In case you are not able to take your vehicle there and use your rooftop tent, you need to have an alternate solution for that. So for which I have a ground tent as well. I have 2 cots also, full size cots, which is again foldable. I've got 3 chairs, and then collapsible bucket if you want to use, and then I have a chainsaw as well. I have an electric chainsaw, just in case you want to cut firewood and don't want to break your sweat. I have a chainsaw as well, and some of the other small gears which I have, which I have collected over a period of time, depending on every tour we go, or whenever we camp, we find a need for something, and there are a few things which you don't need. So it's a constant process, and you have to evolve with time. There's no shortcut to this. This takes a lot of time to build, and each gears would differ from people to people because their needs are different. So maybe over a period of time I will optimize it more. The whole idea is about space management, so you need to have gears which consumes less space. So that's a process, and you need to work through it, and try to optimize your gear. And that's one of the key things when you're doing overlanding or camping. It's very important to see how you do your space management and how useful your tools are. And
Yeah, so sorry for interruption, but on gears part, I have a question. So let's say if someone is starting or just started doing camping, what are the 5 gears that you recommend that are must have?
Yeah, so first thing, you need to have a camping tent, and whenever you go to buy a camping tent, always remember, if it's a 2% tent, which they say, then it's good for one actually. So whenever you're going for a 2% tent, then you should buy a 3% tent or a 4% tent, so that you have enough space inside. The second important thing is obviously the bedding part of it. It's ideal. I mean, you get inflatable beds, but at some point of time it becomes a pain. So if you buy a folding cot, it's very easy to deploy. You don't need to inflate it and deflate it. So it's more easy to manage. And then obviously you need to have the basic comfort which you need in a camping spot, like a table, a kitchen set, a few chairs to start with. So as long as you're taking care of your sleep part, your food part, water part, and bit of a comfort in terms of getting a better cot, which will give you a good sleep. So these are the things which you can start off with, and then as you progress, you will understand what you need, and then you can build over it. And that's how it's a journey which you need to cover. There is no way that you can look, you see somebody and then buy everything. So most of the things may not be useful for you. So you need to understand, go for camping, understand what I need more, and based on that you can start off. And these are the basic gears which you need to start off with, and then build over it. So that's it from my side. So I also have a truck bed lid which has a thule box. So what I keep inside is quick access stuff which I need without opening the truck bed. So I keep all the stuff which I need quick access on the move in this particular box. And then I have a cycle carrier here from Thule. So this you can use it for your folding cycles or even for your mountain bikes. So I have 2 here. So one is right here. So you can carry 2 cycles. It's quite stable and steady, and the best part is that you don't need to dismantle the cycle. You can just keep the cycle on top of it, lock it up, and it's secured also. So you have your lock to secure it, and the straps to secure the tires. So it's very stable. The important thing which you need to remember when you're carrying load and cycles and stuff like that, you need to maintain your speed limits and drive at a safe speed limit, not above 100, so that you don't end up damaging your gears, because sudden braking and stuff like that, it may not be a good thing to have, because it can rip off the straps at very high speed. So That is something which you need to consider when you are actually building your rig. You need to secure all your stuff and also ensure that you maintain your speed limit. Not just for this, otherwise also it's safer for you to be in the speed limits mentioned there. So that ends the overall rig tour. So maybe tomorrow I might change the truck bed and cover it up and make it more functional. So right now this is the setup I have. Quite happy with it. The fun part is that I can carry 2 cycles. So you just take out your cycles and go cycling around. If you have trails around, you can explore those trails. So that's one of the advantage, where you are able to carry most of your stuff which you require, and also carry your bikes along.
So I just have one question for you. Like, why did you choose this vehicle?
Okay, so as I said, it's a journey. So I had a Fortuner before, so I tried putting all the gears inside this. It became too claustrophobic, and it was messy because you have to dig out stuff. So I wanted a more functional vehicle, and I was looking out for a truck, because it has a good large truck bed where you can put all your gears and keep your cabin free. So that's the reason why I chose a truck. And why Isuzu? That's the only option which is available. Now we have the Hilux as an option, which is which has been launched I think few months back. But yeah, overall, when you're building an overlanding vehicle, so you need to have enough space, and preferably a truck with a truck bed. Depends on whichever brand is available. So that's the reason why I chose Isuzu V-Max. So I hope that was useful for you guys. See you soon.